Hi everybody. I haven't gone MIA. So this is going to be a little different. It's something that I've done before. But I have a recipe I'm going to share with y'all today. And I'm going to show you how I make it and how it's going to turn out. So what I'm making is homemade bread that I got off Google. So it calls for all-purpose flour, bread flour, unbleached. I have unbleached flour that I'm going to use today. And it calls for salt, active dry yeast, honey, and it's called for water and some butter. And then I'm going to mix all the yeast and water in this, let it get fluffy or get foamy, and then I'm gonna pour it in here, and then put my butter in here, my yeast in here, and the yeast mix in here. I'm gonna pour it in here with the salt and the butter, and then I'm gonna start mixing it up, and then I'm gonna let it rise for about an hour. And then after that gets done, then I'm going to take it out and then start messing with it. And then I got these from Amazon, bread pans. So I got these right here. But after the dough gets done, I'm going to use my handy dandy dough cutter that I got from Amazon as well. Not sponsored. And then preheat my oven at 350. And then let the bread bake for 30 minutes and see how it turns out. So I will come back and show y'all after the bread or the dough has risen. So we'll come back to that. All right, this is what it's going to look like after you get all your ingredients together. It's going to look like a big thing of dough. So I'm making it into a ball, and now I'm going to do this. Pull my towel, and I'm gonna cover it just like so. And I'll be back in an hour to show y'all what it looks like after it's been rising. Okay, everybody, it's been an hour, so let's see how this big bad boy looks. Voila. Alright, and then it says, once the dough has doubled, then I've already greased up my pans that I got from Amazon. And now here comes the fun part. Punch it! Alright, and then it says I need to knead it for a few minutes, and then I'll cut it. And then I'll put it in there, which I'm going to go ahead and do that with y'all right now as we're speaking. So I'm going to go ahead and take my little unbleached flour and move my instructions out of the way. Put a little bit of flour on the countertop. Spread it out a little bit. And then start to come out like that. So I just take it, take my hand. It's starting to stick to my hand. So then I just take my dough. And I start scooping it out. It's sticky. Just take it out like this. Like that. Alright, set this to the side. Okay. Then I'm going to take some more flour, put it on my hands, put it on top of the dough. Like that. Move the flour out of the way because it's going to be a mess. This is actually my second time making this. So, yeah. Yeah, the first dough, the first batch that I made, I didn't really go, like, read the instructions thoroughly. That was my fault. So, I'm just going to knead it like this. Alright, and then knead it for a few minutes as it says on the instructions. And yes, it's going to look kind of floury, but it'll be alright. That's what makes it taste better. Or in the words of my dad, taste gooder. Okay. Alright, and then it says once I've done that, then I will take my handy dandy and wipe this stuff off my hands. And I'll take my handy dandy dough cutter, courtesy of Amazon. Yep, which all the ingredients and everything that I made in today's video will be down below in the description box. If y'all want to make your own, whatever. So, here we go. I just take it like this. And plop it down in this. And take my other piece. And then plop it down in the other one like so. And this actually is going to make the recipe that I'm putting down in the description box below. It's actually going to make 2 loaves of bread. So if you don't want 2 loaves, do half of what the recipe calls for. So that way you won't have so much. But me and Randy, you know how we have neighbors, his mom and dad that live next to us. I have been sharing my recipes or sharing what we've made here lately. I'm actually about to show y'all here in just a second what I made earlier. Wash my hands off real quick. I made these earlier today for our lunch. I made homemade yeast rolls, and I'll actually put the recipe for this one in the description box below as well. And these were kind of like copycat Texas Roadhouse. I got these off TikTok, and you can also make the butter that goes with it as well. I'll put that in the description box below as well. So I'm starting to become a homesteader now. So me and Randy are tired of buying bread from the store because it's all got all the chemicals and everything. So these you can just make and eat whenever. And now I'm going to put the towel back over it and let it sit for 30 minutes to let it rise above the pans. And then once that's done, then I'll put it in the oven for 350 and put it for 30 minutes. And then once that's done, then I'll remove the pans, remove the bread from the pans, and see how they look. So, see you then. Okay guys, so here's the reveal of what they've been like when they've been sitting. see. They've been sitting for about an hour. And now I need to preheat my oven for 350. And then I need my recipe, my paper. Thank you, Mr. Randy. And then I'm gonna bake these for 30 minutes. So I'm kind of excited because this is actually my first time, because the first time I made this was not in this. I made it in the first time I made homemade bread, I made it in a Dutch oven and it turned out round, but it was still good. So it lasted us about a week. So I wouldn't recommend a Dutch oven, but if you have one, do half of the recipe that's going to be in the description down below. So I do apologize if I repeat myself. So now I'm just waiting on the oven to beep. And once the then I'll come back in 30 minutes and then show you what they guys look like. So, see y'all then. Oh, hi everyone. Sorry, I was smelling my bread. But this is what they will look like when they get done. Not all floury like I have, but actually I'm gonna slice one. So, well, I wanna, I know they're a little hot and they just came out the oven.
Yeah, cool.
But no, not necessarily. Let me turn that off. So, I'm gonna take my knife and just cut. Right there. See, I can see the steam coming from it, but that is a piece of it being cut. I can see the steam coming right from the thing. So there you go, guys. There is our bread. And there, I'm scraping. And it sounds like bread to me. So, but I hope y'all liked today's video. So, the next video, I'm hoping I can make them yeast rolls for y'all in the next one. But a next challenge of bread making is pizza. But I might make some breadsticks too with it. So, just stay tuned. All right, bye guys.